So today's video, I'm going to be talking to y'all about how I received over $500,000 in scholarship money. I know. Welcome back to another video today. So I've gotten a lot of questions over the past year since I've been out of high school about how I've received so many scholarships, what I did, where I went to go find them, my essays, all of that. So I just kind of thought I might as well sit down and give you guys a video about scholarship advice. I know a lot of y'all are probably fresh out of high school. Some of y'all are going to go into your senior year, your junior year, or some of y'all are already in college. It doesn't really freaking matter, honestly. I go to UCF for free. I don't have to pay any money ever. I don't have to pay tuition, housing, or books. Everything is covered. I hope you guys can kind of get some advice from this because I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm here to help out all the girls, all the boys. No gatekeeping over here, ma'am. No, we don't do that. I wrote in my notes a whole list just of tips and advice that I could give you guys. If y'all want a video about my stats, my SAT, ACT scores, essay help, letter recommendations, anything like that, if y'all have any questions, leave them all down below. I'll be happy to answer them, and if there's enough, I could do a whole nother video about just my stats and what I talked about on my essays. Right now, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about scholarship advice. So when you're going into your senior year and you're looking for scholarships, you kind of know what to do, how to do it, and where to navigate from there. So with that being said, I hope you guys get some tips and tricks, and let's just go right on to the video. Hey guys, before we go further into the video, I want to give you a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Novashine, and I'm so excited. They were so nice enough to send me a free kit to kind of demonstrate for you guys. I've been using Novashine for about a week now, and I literally love it, and I see a huge change and a huge difference in my smile and in my teeth. If you don't know what Novashine is, it is a teeth whitening company. I love it. I've been using it for the past week, and my teeth are shiny as ever. And when I was younger, I always wanted to get sponsored by them, so it's so great. In the kit, I got my little whitening piece that goes in my mouth, and then up here, if you can tell, it's the gel that goes onto the mouthpiece. You can reuse this gel as much as possible. The gel also comes in 3 different flavors. If you're not interested in just the original flavor, you can get it in strawberry, mint, or watermelon. The kit includes this little guide, if you can see the different ranges, so you can feel the different ranges of your teeth, which is really nice. Novashine is also 100% natural, so you can reuse this product as often as you want, which is really cool because a lot of whitening products have harsh chemicals in them, which only allows you to use them at least once or twice every week or so. But with Novashine, you can use it as many times daily till you see the results that you want. Another thing about Novashine is that the adapter plugs into your freaking phone. It's so cool. It goes literally like this. Plug it into your phone, pop it into your mouth, so as you're on your phone, you can be using and whitening your teeth at the same time. All you have to do is put the whitening gel onto the mouthpiece and make sure you only put it on the top part that does not touch the part where you bite on, if it makes any sense. And then once you put the whitening gel onto your mouthpiece, you plug the adapter into your phone. The adapter comes with 3 different plugs: Android, iPhone, or USB. Literally so good. I normally keep mine on for about 15 minutes, and then after that I take it out and I rinse my mouth, and my teeth are whiter. I love it. I've been using it for about a week now, and 100% recommend, guarantee it's great. If you want to check out Novashine, they were so nice enough to give you guys a code. So if you use my code CameronSarah15, it'll be right here on the screen, and use my referral link down below in the description box, you can get your kit for 15% off. So yeah, I love them. I love the product, and I hope you guys love it too. Thank you so much, Novashine, for sponsoring today's video. I love working with you guys. Novashine is a great company. If you want to brighten up your smile, I definitely recommend checking out Novashine. So with that being said, let's roll right back into the video. So my number one advice: apply to as many as possible. I think people get so caught up with only applying to one scholarship and being
yep, I'm gonna get this one scholarship and I'm gonna go all the way through college on this one scholarship.
But you have to keep in mind that scholarships are just like the lottery. There's a high chance that you're not gonna get the scholarship, and there's a high chance that you will get the scholarship. and it's all based upon a lot of certain different factors. So I would at least apply to about 10 and then work your way up from there, honestly, because the more you apply to, the higher your chances are of you getting money. Quality over quantity. When you're applying to your scholarships, yes, you do want to apply to a lot of them, but I feel like you also should look at the quality and material of the scholarship and what the scholarship like directly tailors. A lot of different scholarships focus on a lot of different things. So you have housing scholarships, you have tuition scholarships, you have scholarships that are given to you, like a whole check that's given to you. You have some scholarships that are specifically used for your books. There's a lot of different scholarships, so you really have to look at the different ones and make sure you're not wasting your time. I know that sounds really bad, but some scholarships are a lot longer and lengthier to do than others, so I feel like you should just really look at the quality of the scholarship and see if it's something that's actually worth your time. So that's just my opinion, but yeah, quality over quantity. I used 2 websites when it came down to me finding a lot of my scholarships, and you want to write this down, ladies and gentlemen. I used Scholarship Owl, it'll be right here on the screen, and I also used scholarship.com, so they'll both be right here on the screen. I definitely recommend you use those websites, check them out. They were wonderful and they're free, and that's how I found the majority of my scholarships, is through those websites. If there's like a board in your guidance office that has like local scholarships that like your community is offering, I definitely recommend you apply to those too, because I applied to a lot of my local community scholarships and I got a crap ton of money from doing that. Apply for small scholarships and apply for big scholarships, because small scholarships add up and the big scholarships are a little bit harder to obtain. I'm not saying not to reach for the stars, but what you should do is if you're applying to a scholarship that is like $20,000 a year or whatever it is, I feel like you should apply to that scholarship and then also apply to at least 5 other scholarships that are like $3,000 or $2,000, you know? So if you don't get the one that's $20,000, you're still also getting other money that could add up to your $20,000 scholarship. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I really don't. Don't only rely on those heavy, big number scholarships, and you also apply for your smaller, like local ones. It can also pay off like that. That's what I did. At first, when I was going through my scholarship journey, I was applying to like the really big scholarships because I thought that I wanted to go out of state. So I was like, okay, I have to get scholarships that are a lot of money. Like, and I did receive some of them, which I'm very grateful for, but I also was really happy that I was able to apply to so many smaller ones as well, because the smaller ones helped me when it came down to my books, when it came down to my meal plan, when it came down to my housing, when it came down to me just having extra money throughout the semester to where I didn't have to have a job besides YouTube this semester. So I was able to use the money from social media and then also use my scholarship money that I got refunded back because I did stay in state. With that being said though, if you live in a state, I'm pretty sure every state does this, but correct me if I'm wrong. I know for a fact Georgia does it and Florida does it, but there's like, if you meet a certain SAT score or ACT score, the state will give you money to go to school. So in Florida it's called Bright Futures. I did not receive Bright Futures. I know, that's crazy. I was gun-ho about going out of state. I thought up until March that I was going out of state for college. I applied to only 3 in-state schools, got into all 3 of them, but I applied to 18 out-of-state colleges and I got into those as well. So I was really focused on going out of state and staying on, like, you know, the East Coast. And because I was leaving out of state, you don't have to have Bright Futures, and Bright Futures only covers Florida universities and institutions. Therefore, when I made up my mind that I was staying in Florida and going to UCF, I had to kind of scramble and hurry to meet the SAT requirements for Bright Futures. At the end of the day, I had enough scholarships to where I really didn't need Bright Futures. So when I decided to stay in state, a lot of the money that I worked for to go out of state, I was able to use here at UCF. So it worked out perfectly because, like, I didn't have to have a job. Once you win one scholarship, it's going to boost your ego. Trust me, it boosted my ego. Best thing you can do is stay humble and don't only rely on the fact that, like, okay, I got one scholarship, so I have this all in the bag. Different scholarship advisory committees are looking for different things from different candidates. Just because, you know, you got one scholarship does not mean you're gonna get all of them. Just stay humble when you're doing it and still apply to more scholarships, especially if you don't hear back from any. So a lot of the scholarships that I applied for, my local ones I should say, I did not hear back from any of them until my senior senior award ceremony. They didn't notify me. It was like basically a surprise. But my senior award ceremony was like 2 weeks before I graduated high school. And I was applying to these local scholarships, you know, back in like January, December. So, you know, from January and December to like May, you haven't heard anything from a local scholarship. You're like, okay, I didn't win it, you know? Turns out I did, but I was also applying to other scholarships because I wasn't hearing anything back from those like local ones. And at the end of the day, when I was at my senior awards ceremony, my name just kept being called over and over and over again because I applied to so many scholarships because I didn't know. So it's really important that you keep track of all the scholarships that you apply for. So make sure that you have like a binder, a Google Sheet, some form of trackable information that you can provide and like remind yourself of the scholarships that you have won or applied for or whatever. It's really important that you do that. I would also recommend you write 2 essays. So when I was in high school, one of my teachers told me that the best way to apply to scholarships is to write 2 essays. One essay is tailored for financial needs. You're going to talk about how poor you are, basically, and you're going to tell them why you need their help, why you need their money. And then the second scholarship, you're going to talk about your educational and career goals and what you would use the money for, like how you would use it. So the first scholarship is all about you being poor, financial need, and then the second scholarship is your career goals and how you would use their money to help you pursue those goals. So that's the best advice I can give you when it comes down to your essays. Some scholarships, or primarily all of the scholarships, are going to ask you why you want their money, basically. So I think it's very important that if you just have an outline of like your career goals, educational goals, all of that written out, and then you also have an essay outline of like your financial need, you can just insert, you know, whatever scholarship names you need to insert, and you can apply to scholarships a lot more rapidly instead of, you know, sitting down and writing a fresh new essay for every single scholarship that you apply for. Have like one set idea for each of your essays. Try not to go off topic. They're gonna ask you a specific question, and if they ask you like a specific question that's not straightforward, like why do you need my money, it's very important that you stay on topic and you don't trail off. They're gonna ask you like, what's your favorite sport? I don't know, I'm just saying. And you can talk about baseball all day long, and then if you start drifting off talking about baking and like how you love to bake cookies, that has nothing to do with what your favorite sport is. So I definitely recommend you just stay on topic. Your essay is gonna be stronger if you address the question and you answer the question and you stay on topic, because it's only gonna confuse the reader and then it's not going to effectively get your point across throughout your essay. Be original and be vulnerable. You have to be original. You have to be vulnerable. Originality and creativity are like 2 of the strongest things a writer can have. And when it comes down to you trying to win money, you have to be original. You have to give these people an incentive to like want to give you money. So you're gonna want these readers to be like, dang, I want to give her all my money. But if they heard the same story over and over and over again, it's not that original and it's very cliche, and they're gonna read right through it. And a lot of these scholarship committees have interview processes. It's not just straightforward like, oh, you write an essay, you win money. Some of them are a little bit more intense and they have different selection processes, and at like, you know, the second or third selection process, it might be an interview, and if you have to get on a Zoom call and talk to these like interviewers, they're gonna ask you questions about your essay. And if you wrote about dolphins and you don't want to be a freaking dolphin trainer and you low-key want to be a lawyer, but you wrote about dolphins because you thought that would help you get the scholarship, and then they ask you about dolphins in this interview, you're gonna look stuck.
Why you always lying? Oh my god.
They can definitely read through it, so I would recommend you just try to be as genuine, as vulnerable, as original, and as creative as possible, and that means writing your own story. Tell your own story. Apply to a variety of different scholarships and apply to a variety of different schools, and those schools will also give you like financial need if like you submit your FAFSA, which do that, submit your FAFSA. FAFSA opens up October 1st every school year. A lot of these scholarships might ask for your FAFSA too, because a lot of them are based on financial need, honestly. Figure out what college you want to go to, and after you've committed to your college, you can also apply to institutional scholarships that are specifically from your college. Like UCF has a whole bunch of scholarships like on a website that are just like from UCF, so they're just giving out money to their students, you know. Pay attention to the deadlines. That is like the last advice I can give you, is to pay attention to the deadlines. You have to make sure you have your resume updated if you don't already. Make sure you have a letter of recommendation like already kind of available. I would recommend you asking your teachers like within like the first month, 2 months of school. They don't have to be senior teachers. Get like a curricular based letter of recommendation, not like one from freaking ceramics, unless you're trying to go to school for ceramics. And so yeah, that's basically all I can share. That I was in Take Stock. So Take Stock is like a scholarship program that I got selected and like chosen to be in my 8th grade year. And then I was in the scholarship program all 4 years of high school. And this program actually covered my university tuition, which is a blessing. I busted my behind in high school to get where I am today, and I definitely recommend that you do the same. You have to bust your behind if you want to get $500,000 in scholarships or more than that. Like you have to put in the work and effort. I hope this video helped you guys in any way, shape, or form. I will link the 2 websites down below that helped me out. I'll also link a couple of scholarships that you could apply for, scholarship programs that you can apply for, all down below. I love you guys so much. I hope this video helped in any way, and I'll see you guys in my next video. It's summer. Congratulations to the 2022 graduates. I'm so proud of you, babes. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.